I'm Judy Shaw. I'm on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange along with Matt Kobach, and joining us today is Tony Sarsam. Tony is the CEO of Borden Dairy Company. Welcome, Tony.
Great to be here. Pleasure.
Great to have you.
And our viewers know the drill. It's an icebreaker. You go like this, so they see it, but I can't have you see
Start
them.
off every
So
interview this
grab
way.
one,
All right.
read the question,
All right.
give us your best answer.
All right. What's your typical day like?
Let's see.
All right.
Okay,
Let's
so
hear it.
tell us.
This is easy because there is no such thing as a typical day.
typical day,
Yeah, so I'll tell you
okay.
what a great day is.
Yes.
Okay.
We have a broad team and a broad business, and a great day for me is to be able to come out, spend some time with our folks in the plant, maybe do a town hall, just spend some time with our route sales folks, and maybe spend a little bit of time with the customer, and that's always a great day. So those are my
It
favorites.
sounds like a great day,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, so let's get started.
Yeah.
Now, let's start off by you telling us about the Borden Dairy Company,
Okay.
because I think I heard that you don't actually have cows.
No, well, I'll talk about it later. We have precisely one cow.
One
so
cow,
I'll share
okay.
that in a moment. But we are a processor of dairy, primarily fluid milk. We do some teas and some juices and some cultured products like cottage cheese and sour cream and dips, but primarily fluid milk. And the company is a very old company, 1857 founded.
Oh, wow.
A lot of innovation, and it was the largest dairy in the United States for most of the 20th century. And it was taken private. It was parted out a little bit. It's been dormant for most of the last 20 years, and it has just been carved out from a larger company. And we are now an independent Borden Dairy Company for the first time in almost a quarter century.
Wow.
How long have you guys been an independent company?
For about 18 months.
18 months.
Wow.
And you've
Like
been
brand new.
CEO for exactly...
1 year.
1 year. Happy
1
anniversary.
year.
1 year, exactly right. Yeah, 1 year today. Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. Glad you could come to the New York Stock Exchange. Seems like a very fitting place to celebrate
Oh,
your
yeah.
1 year as a CEO.
Absolutely.
Tell us
absolutely.
about what you've done in that year.
Okay, great. So a lot of it was building because it was a carve out, so there are things that are missing, and so I had to think about restaffing the organization. There's a lot of voids. We didn't have a marketing team. We did not have an R&D team. Didn't have a communications team. All those things had to be staffed from scratch. So we had brought a lot of new people into the organization.
Okay.
So new senior management team, kind of a lot of new mid-level management people. Had to get the team conditioned for being a great dairy company, which means we had to look at the assets, and there's some refurbishment we had to do. There's some innovation we wanted to bring forward, and most importantly, we wanted to create a great people culture. And so I spent most of my time the last year developing the sense of purpose for Borden and developing this people-first idea of making it a great place to work.
That's always great. So now, what's your vision for the future of Borden?
So this will be a growth company. So for the future, we're going to bring new, great expressions of dairy products out to the market. We're going to be the best service provider for our retail partners, and that's actually something that's very important to them. And we will be a great way to nurture talent and bring great people into a great working environment. So I see us as growing. We'll grow in terms of the products we have and our geographic spread as well.
So I want to talk. You mentioned that you don't have cows, but you have a cow.
A cow.
A cow.
We
Is
do have
that cow's name Elsie?
It is.
Elsie.
as it turns out.
What are
We
your
know
plans
Elsie.
for Elsie?
Clairvoyant. Yeah, it's amazing. So Elsie is our spokes cow. Elsie was actually
Spokes cow.
was recognized as one of the premier icons of advertising for the entire 20th century by Adweek.
Absolutely.
So
I remember Elsie growing up.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
100%. And
trusted-
I'm a Wisconsin kid. I'm a
There
dairy
you go.
guy. Yeah.
There you go. So you know her well.
No,
Yeah.
you know her very well.
A trusted mom in the business, and she is back, and she'll be talking to new moms and millennial moms about trust, and about dairy, and about nutrition and all that. So we're bringing her back into the forefront of the company. Yeah.
So let's talk about almond milk. We've got soy milk. Now, these
Yes.
are both plant-based,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Now, do you think that the FDA should mandate that they stop using the dairy terminology so that not to confuse consumers?
Yeah, that's been our position. So
Yeah.
I think, and to step back a little bit, there's some great reasons for those products, and they serve a great purpose for people who have maybe lactose intolerance or a variety of reasons why they want to focus more on a plant-based diet. But we believe that the nomenclature has been confusing.
Yes.
And so what we're about is, say, there's standards of identity in the industry, and we think those standards should be used so the consumer knows precisely what they're getting and precisely what they're not getting. And
Right.
so we favor that idea, and I think that'll come to pass.
And that seems reasonable. You have no issue with the product. All you're saying is that it's a categorization issue.
That's
It's
right.
Yeah.
we just want to properly identify what people are drinking.
Yeah,
Plant
that's exactly right.
versus
We
dairy.
asked consumers, and some of them are confused. Some of them think, well, it's a blend of milk and plant. Well, it's not. But
I probably
Yeah,
thought that
sure.
at some point.
Yeah.
I've done some research myself since then, but
There
I
you
wouldn't
go.
be surprised if at one point I thought it was actual milk mixed
milk.
with almonds or something.
Yeah, and nutrition is a little bit different, so you have to really know what you're getting. And I think that the naming is confusing. So we favor sticking to a standard identity that makes sense.
No, it makes sense for sure. I agree. Well, you know what? It's been great to have you here, Tony. Happy anniversary again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming down. 1 year as CEO.
Yeah,
Sounds like you're doing a great job.
Yeah, thank you so much. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Great to meet you.